Hello, my name is Jasmine Lightborn, and today I will be discussing the ethical implications of fraternization in a nursing home. According to the National Organization for Human Services, ethics code purpose is as follows. The purpose of this ethics code is to establish a set of principles and standards to guide decision-making and conduct for all human service professionals. It serves to safeguard the well-being of clients, uphold the integrity of the profession, and foster trust and respect in all professional relationships. This code is designed to promote excellence in human service delivery, ensure ethical practice in diverse contexts, and address ethical dilemmas with professionalism and moral clarity. By adhering to this code, members commit to the highest standards of ethical behavior of their field, which transcend legal requirements, foster enduring trust and respect, and advance the principles of human dignity, social justice, and responsible stewardship of the care placed in them by clients and society towards making profound contributions to their well-being. The lesson asks us which standard out of the NOAHS was indicative to the case study of the Iowa man. Well, I would say that it is standards 1 through 6. All of these play a role in the type of care that should have been issued to this couple and the roommate. This may seem a bit lengthy, but I can't, in good conscience, create this video without explaining the standards. Standard number 1. Human service professionals recognize and build on client and community strengths. Clients should be informed that they may withdraw consent at any time and can ask questions before agreeing to the service. Clients who are unable to give consent should have those who are legally responsible for them review an informed consent statement document and provide appropriate consent. In the case of mandated services, human services professionals explain to the client their right to consent, including limitations to confidentiality and privacy and possible consequences from refusal of service. Standard number 3. Human service professionals protect the client's right to privacy and confidentiality, except when such confidentiality would cause serious harm to the client or others, when agency guidelines state otherwise, or under other stated conditions, local, state, or federal laws. Human service professionals inform clients of their limits of confidentiality prior to the onset of the helping relationship. Standard number 4. When a human service professional suspects a client's behavior may endanger themselves or others, they must take appropriate and professional actions to ensure safety, which may include consulting, seeking supervision, or in accordance with state and federal laws, breaching confidentiality. Standard number 5. Human service professionals recognize the potential harm and impaired judgment resulting from dual or multiple relationships with clients. If each such relationship cannot be avoided, professionals must assess whether to limit or forego the professional relationship and make appropriate referrals as needed. Last, standard number 6. Human service professionals must not engage in sexual or romantic relationships with current clients. In the case of former clients, their friends, or family, professionals must thoroughly assess any potential harm or exploitative dynamics before considering such relationship. So when you take a look at the Iowa man and his wife's relationship inside of the nursing home, the fact that the Iowa man had to pull the curtain across in order to engage in the sexual relationship with his wife, you must know that he knew that he should not be doing that in the room with another person. According to California's lewd conduct and public laws, It says, engaging in sexual activity in public in or of itself is not a crime in California. It only rises to the level of a criminal offense if the defendant knew or should have known that there was likely to be someone present who would be offended by their conduct. When I read the description of what his explanation was, he got clarity from the nursing home about what he could and could not do inside of the nursing home. With this information, I took the liberty to look up nursing home agreements, and the results were startling. None of the nursing home agreements mentioned sexual intercourse and how to go about that inside of the home. But this is an ethical approach, so you have to have the mindset of going from whether or not he knew he was being unethical, which he did. His act of pulling the curtain across and having someone in the room perfectly stated that he knew he was being unethical. If it were a conference room that had a curtain and there were other people inside of the room and he wanted to have such time with his wife, he knew that what he was doing was not right to the roommate that was inside of the room. Furthermore, his behavior was completely unethical because inside of the description of the case, it explicitly says when he took his wife from the nursing home, they engaged in sexual activity. So if he wanted to be alone with his wife to do what he wanted to do, he could have done so. He did not have to do it in the nursing home. A case that would relate in nursing home misconduct is the case in Florida where the nursing home attendant was recording two people having sex inside of the nursing home. The article is titled Florida Nursing Home Worker Films Seniors Having Sex, posted on Snapchat. This is a very unfortunate situation, and it goes with the same standard of ethical issues. There's no way in the world that someone should be able to have access to elderly people to be able to abuse them. This is completely unethical. The person who did it knew for sure that what they were doing was wrong, and they did it anyway. This falls in line with trust. You don't go inside of a place thinking someone's going to care for you if you can't trust them, if you believe that they will put your private moments in public. There is something called a reasonable expectation of privacy, and in both instances, each was broken. The behavior is unethical and immoral. And in the second case, very, very, very illegal.